How can we increase our lifespan? Welcome to Audiobook Journal YouTube channel. This book is for anyone who wants to live longer, but more importantly, live better. It's for the person who's tired of just surviving and is ready to start thriving. If you've ever looked in the mirror and thought, I want more energy, more years, and more joy out of life, then this book is your wake-up call. It's for the busy professional who works hard but forgets to care for their body. For the parent who wants to see their kids grow up and still have the energy to play with their grandkids one day. For the student who wants to build habits early that lead to a lifetime of strength, health, and happiness. It's for people who know deep down that life isn't about counting the years. It's about making the years count. If you're ready to take control of your lifestyle, your mindset, and your future, this book is written for you. Chapter 1. Eat Smart. Fuel Your Future. Let's be honest. Most people don't think about food as fuel. They think about food as comfort, habit, or entertainment. Pizza on Friday night, cake at a birthday party, chips while binge-watching a show. Food becomes background noise to our busy lives, something we grab quickly or mindlessly. But here's the truth. What you eat is either adding years to your life or stealing them away. Your future health, energy, and even happiness are built on the choices you make every single time you pick up a fork. When you eat smart, you're not just avoiding disease, you're building a foundation for a longer, sharper, and more vibrant life. Think of it this way. Your body is like the most advanced car on the planet. Would you pour cheap fuel into $1 million sports car? Of course not. You'd give it the cleanest, highest quality fuel to make sure it runs smoothly for as long as possible. Your body deserves that same respect. Eat smart and your future self will thank you with more years of energy, health, and joy. Why food is your longevity secret. You can work out like an athlete, meditate like a monk, and hustle like a billionaire, but if your food is slowly poisoning your body, your lifespan will shrink. Science has proven over and over again that nutrition is one of the biggest factors influencing how long and how well we live. Countries with the longest-lived populations, the so-called blue zones, all share one common thread. They eat simple, nutrient-dense foods that fuel their bodies instead of draining them. What's fascinating is that longevity isn't about eating fancy superfoods or following the latest diet trend. It's about consistency. Daily choices matter more than occasional extremes. People who live past 90 or even 100 aren't obsessing over calories or buying expensive supplements. They build their meals around whole, natural foods, vegetables, fruits, legumes, whole grains, nuts, seeds, and lean proteins. These foods don't just keep you alive, they give your body the tools to repair itself, fight disease, and stay strong year after year. The energy connection. Think about the last time you ate a greasy fast food meal. Maybe a burger, fries, and soda. Did you feel powerful and ready to conquer the world afterward? Probably not. More likely, you felt heavy, sluggish, maybe even guilty. Now think about the last time you ate a colorful salad, a fresh smoothie, or a bowl of nourishing soup. You probably felt lighter, more energized, maybe even proud of yourself. That difference isn't just in your head, it's biology. Food literally becomes your cells. Every bite you eat gets broken down into molecules that either energize you or exhaust you. Nutrient-rich foods give your brain clarity, your muscles strength, and your organs the ability to keep functioning properly. Junk food, on the other hand, inflames your system, weakens your immunity, and accelerates aging. Every meal is a vote for the future you want, energized and thriving or tired and declining. Eat smart, not complicated. Here's the good news. Eating smart doesn't mean giving up everything you love or following complicated rules. It means making smarter swaps, one decision at a time. Instead of starting your morning with sugary cereal, try oats topped with fruit and nuts. Instead of fried foods, choose baked or grilled. Instead of soda, drink water with lemon. Small changes compound into big results when you stick with them. The key is progress, not perfection. You don't have to transform your diet overnight. You just have to start moving in the right direction. The power of plants. One of the strongest predictors of longevity is eating more plant-based foods. That doesn't mean you have to become fully vegetarian or vegan, unless you want to. But filling most of your plate with vegetables, fruits, beans, and whole grains is a proven way to extend your life. Plants are packed with antioxidants, fiber, vitamins, and minerals that protect your cells from damage and slow the aging process. Fiber, for example, is like a broom for your body. It sweeps out toxins, balances your digestion, and lowers your risk of heart disease and diabetes. Antioxidants act like your body's defense team, fighting off free radicals that cause wrinkles, memory decline, and chronic disease. By simply adding more plants to your meals, you're literally feeding your body youth. Protein with purpose. Protein is another key to longevity, but the source matters. Lean proteins like fish, chicken, eggs, beans, and lentils give your muscles the strength they need to keep you moving and independent as you age. Too much processed meat, like sausages or hot dogs, is linked to disease and shorter lifespan. Balance is the goal. Enough protein to stay strong, but from clean, nourishing sources that build rather than break your body. The enemy of longevity: sugar and processed foods. If there's one thing that robs you of years, it's sugar and highly processed junk. These foods trigger inflammation, which is the root of almost every major disease: heart disease, diabetes, Alzheimer's, even cancer. Sugar ages your skin, drains your energy, and creates a roller coaster of highs and crashes that leave you exhausted. Processed foods, chips, cookies, packaged snacks are designed to be addictive. They light up your brain's pleasure centers and make you crave more, but they give your body nothing of real value. The more you replace these with whole, fresh foods, the more control you take back over your health and your future. Hydration, the forgotten fuel. Let's not forget water. Your body is 60 to 70% water, and yet most people walk around dehydrated. Even mild dehydration can cause fatigue, brain fog, and mood swings. Staying hydrated isn't just about avoiding thirst. It's about keeping every cell in your body functioning at its best. Water flushes out toxins, keeps your skin glowing, and supports digestion and circulation. Make it a daily goal to drink enough water to feel refreshed and alert. Mindful eating. Longevity isn't just about what you eat. It's also about how you eat. Mindless eating, like snacking while scrolling on your phone, leads to overeating and poor digestion. Eating mindfully means paying attention to your food, savoring each bite, and listening to your body's hunger cues. When you slow down and enjoy your meals, you digest better, feel more satisfied, and often eat less. Eating smart is self-respect. When you choose to eat smart, you're not just following a diet, you're practicing self-respect. You're saying, my future matters. My health matters. I matter. That mindset is powerful, because longevity isn't just about adding years. It's about making those years worth living. No one wants to live to 90 if they're too sick or weak to enjoy life. Eating smart ensures that your added years are filled with strength, energy, and joy. Small wins, big results. Don't underestimate the power of small changes. Swapping soda for water, adding an extra serving of vegetables, cooking one more meal at home each week, all of these decisions stack up. Over time, they can transform your energy, your body, and your future. Think of it like saving money. Every healthy choice is a deposit in your longevity bank account. The more deposits you make, the richer your future health will be. The emotional side of food. Food isn't just about nutrients. It's tied to emotions, memories, and culture. That's why it can be so hard to change eating habits. Maybe your grandmother's cooking reminds you of family gatherings, or maybe sweets have always been your comfort during stress. The key isn't to strip food of its joy, but to find healthier ways to keep that joy alive. You can still celebrate with food, just choose options that honor both your traditions and your health. Your longevity plate. So, what does eating smart look like in practice? Imagine your plate divided into sections. Half of it should be filled with colorful vegetables and fruits, a quarter with lean protein, a quarter with whole grains. Add healthy fats like olive oil, nuts, or avocado, and you've got a longevity-friendly meal. Simple, balanced, delicious. The future you. Picture yourself 10, 20, or 30 years from now. Do you want to be strong, active, and full of life, or tired, weak, and limited? The answer lies in the choices you make today. Every time you eat smart, you're building that future version of yourself. You're giving them the gift of energy, freedom, and extra years to live fully. A call to action. Starting today, take one step toward eating smarter. Maybe it's replacing one processed snack with fruit. Maybe it's cooking dinner at home instead of ordering fast food. Maybe it's drinking more water. Whatever it is, start small but stay consistent. Over time, you'll notice the difference in your energy, your health, and your outlook on life. Eating smart isn't about restriction. It's about empowerment. It's about choosing foods that love you back, foods that fuel your future, foods that make every day of your life stronger and brighter. Your body is your greatest investment. Fuel it wisely, and it will pay you back with the most valuable gift of all, more years, more vitality, more life. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave your comments. If you'd like, you can also support me through the link in the description. This really helps me create more content for you. Thank you. Chapter 2. Move your body, extend your life. Your body was not designed to sit still all day. It was designed to move, stretch, climb, run, dance, bend, and explore. From the moment you wake up until the moment you sleep, your body is asking you to use it. Yet modern life has trapped us in chairs, cars, and screens. We've turned movement into an optional hobby instead of a vital part of life. But here's the truth. Movement is not optional if you want to live longer, healthier, and stronger. It is the single most powerful medicine you can give yourself, and it doesn't come in a pill. It comes in every step, every stretch, every bead of sweat. Think about it. Your body is your home for life. If you don't take care of it, where will you live? Movement is how you maintain it. When you move your body, you extend your life, not just in years, but in quality. Exercise is the closest thing we have to a fountain of youth, and it's available to you right now for free. Why movement matters. Science is clear. Regular physical activity can add years to your life. It lowers the risk of heart disease, diabetes, obesity, cancer, depression, and even dementia. But the benefits go beyond avoiding disease. Moving your body keeps your muscles strong, your bones dense, your joints flexible, and your brain sharp. It reduces stress, boosts your mood, and helps you sleep better. In short, movement doesn't just keep you alive, it makes you feel alive. Imagine your body as a river. If the water flows freely, it's clear, fresh, and full of life. But if it sits still, it becomes stagnant, polluted, and lifeless. Movement is what keeps your body's river flowing. Blood circulates better, oxygen reaches your cells, nutrients are delivered efficiently, and waste is cleared out. Every time you move, you refresh the river inside you. Energy creates energy. Have you ever noticed that on days when you're most tired, moving a little actually makes you feel better? That's because energy creates energy. Exercise wakes up your cells and gets your body producing more vitality. Many people think they're too tired to move, but in reality, they're tired because they don't move. The more you sit, the more drained you feel. The more you move, the more alive you feel. So, movement is not about burning calories or fitting into a certain size of clothing. It's about generating energy that carries you through your day, your work, your relationships, and your dreams. Movement extends life by protecting your future. Picture yourself at 80 years old. Do you want to be walking easily, climbing stairs, and playing with your grandchildren? Or do you want to struggle with every step, dependent on medication and others for help? The difference comes down to how much you move today. Every workout, every walk, every stretch is an investment in that future. Strong muscles mean independence. Flexible joints mean freedom. Healthy bones mean resilience. Moving your body today ensures that tomorrow you can still do the things that make life worth living. Longevity is not about adding years to the end of your life. It's about adding life to every one of your years. You don't need a gym. One of the biggest excuses people use is, "I don't have time for the gym," or "I can't afford equipment." The truth is, your body doesn't care about gyms or expensive memberships. Your body just wants to move. You can walk, run, dance, stretch, do push-ups, climb stairs, or practice yoga anywhere, anytime. Movement doesn't have to be complicated. It just has to be consistent. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Walk during phone calls. Stretch when you wake up. Dance in your living room. Every little bit counts, and it all adds up. You don't need hours, you need intention. 15 minutes of real movement is better than none at all. Find what you love. The best exercise is the one you enjoy enough to keep doing. Forget forcing yourself into routines you hate. If you hate running, don't run. If lifting weights bores you, try swimming, cycling, or hiking. If you love music, dance. If you love nature, walk outside. The goal isn't to punish your body, it's to celebrate it. Movement should be joyful, not dreadful. When you find something you love, you stop thinking of exercise as a chore and start seeing it as a reward. You'll look forward to it, and it will become a natural part of your life. Movement and the mind. Exercise is not just about the body, it's a superpower for the mind. Every time you move, your brain releases endorphins, the feel-good chemicals that boost your mood and fight stress. Movement improves memory, focus, and creativity. It reduces anxiety and depression. In fact, studies show that exercise can be as effective as medication for treating mild depression. When you move, you're not just training your muscles, you're training your brain to think sharper, feel calmer, and stay younger. Imagine being able to solve problems faster, stay positive in challenges, and feel motivated to chase your goals. That's the mental magic of movement. Small steps, big changes. Many people quit exercise because they try to do too much too soon. They set huge goals, burn out, and give up. The secret to making movement last is starting small and building gradually. Start with a 10-minute walk. Do a few stretches in the morning. Add bodyweight exercises like squats or push-ups at home. Once it feels natural, increase the time or intensity. Movement compounds just like money. Small, consistent investments lead to massive returns over time. Don't underestimate the power of daily steps, daily stretches, and daily activity. It all stacks up into a healthier, longer life. The longevity blueprint: strength, cardio, flexibility. If you want to maximize your lifespan, you need a balance of 3 types of movement. Strength training keeps your muscles and bones strong, preventing frailty and falls as you age. Cardio, like walking, running, or swimming, strengthens your heart and lungs, reducing disease risk. Flexibility and mobility practices, like yoga or stretching, keep your joints healthy and your body agile. Together, these 3 create a body that's not only alive, but thriving, powerful, resilient, and ready for anything. Movement as stress relief. Life is stressful. Work, family, money, responsibilities, it all piles up. But your body has a built-in stress release valve, and it's called movement. When you exercise, you release tension stored in your muscles. You burn off frustration, anger, or worry. You come back calmer, clearer, and stronger. Instead of reaching for unhealthy coping mechanisms like junk food or endless scrolling, use movement as your therapy. Age is just a number. Some people say, "I'm too old to start exercising." That's a myth. Movement benefits you at any age. Even people in their 70s or 80s who start moving see improvements in strength, balance, and energy. Your body is adaptable. It responds to what you give it. If you give it movement, it will reward you with vitality, no matter your age. Movement builds confidence. There's something powerful about moving your body. Every push-up, every lap, every step makes you feel stronger and more capable. You start believing in yourself more, not just physically, but in every area of life. Exercise teaches you discipline, resilience, and the satisfaction of progress. When you see your body growing stronger, you start thinking, if I can do this, what else am I capable of? That confidence extends to your career, your relationships, and your dreams. Your future self is watching. Every time you decide to move or not move, your future self is watching. Imagine two versions of you, one who chooses the couch and one who chooses the walk. 10 years from now, those two versions will look very different. One will be stronger, more energetic, and enjoying life. The other may be struggling with health problems and fatigue. Which version do you want to be? Every choice today is a message to your future self. I've got your back. A call to action. Start today. Don't wait for Monday. Don't wait for the perfect plan. Don't wait until you feel ready. You are ready now. Your body is ready now. Choose one way to move today. Walk for 15 minutes. Stretch before bed. Do some squats or push-ups. Put on music and dance. It doesn't matter what it is, just move. Because every time you move, you're not only extending your life, you're upgrading the quality of it. You're fueling your energy, protecting your health, sharpening your mind, and building a future filled with freedom and vitality. Movement is the language of life. Speak it daily, and you will live not just longer, but better. Chapter 3. Stress less, live more. Stress is like an invisible thief. It sneaks into your life quietly, steals your energy, robs your happiness, and if left unchecked, it can even shorten your lifespan. Modern life makes stress feel unavoidable. Deadlines, bills, responsibilities, notifications buzzing on your phone every 5 minutes. It all piles up until you feel like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. But here's the truth. Stress is not something you just have to live with. You can learn to manage it, reduce it, and in doing so, you can add years of joy and vitality to your life. When you stress less, you don't just feel better, you live longer. Chronic stress is linked to heart disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, depression, and even memory loss. Stress literally ages your cells faster. But here's the good news. When you take control of your stress, you give your body and mind the freedom to thrive. Less stress means more life, more peace, more joy, more energy, more presence. Why stress is so dangerous? A little bit of stress can be useful. It's your body's alarm system. When you face danger, your stress response gives you the energy to react quickly. This is called the fight or flight response. But the problem is that in modern life, this alarm system never shuts off. You're not running from lions anymore. You're stuck in traffic, drowning in emails, or worrying about bills. Your body doesn't know the difference. It treats every worry like a life or death situation. When stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline stay high for too long, they damage your health. Your blood pressure rises, your immune system weakens, your sleep suffers, and your brain struggles to focus. Over time, stress doesn't just make you feel bad, it breaks down your body from the inside. That's why managing stress isn't a luxury. It's a necessity if you want to extend your life. Stress steals your moments. Life is made of moments, conversations with loved ones, sunsets, laughter, achievements, quiet mornings. But stress pulls you out of the moment. Instead of enjoying what's happening now, your mind is racing to what went wrong yesterday or what might go wrong tomorrow. You're living in fear of the future instead of in the joy of the present. Ask yourself, how many moments have I lost to worry? How many meals have I eaten without tasting them because my mind was somewhere else? How many nights have I tossed and turned replaying problems I couldn't solve at 2 a.m.? Stress doesn't just shorten your lifespan, it steals your life as it's happening. Choosing peace. Here's the empowering truth. Peace is a choice. You can't always control what happens around you, but you can control how you respond. You can't always choose your circumstances, but you can choose your state of mind. The world will always give you reasons to stress, but you have the power to decide if you let that stress own you. Choosing peace doesn't mean ignoring problems. It means facing them with a calm, clear mind instead of panic. It means taking a deep breath, stepping back and asking, is this worth my health, my energy, my joy? 9 times out of 10, the answer is no. Practical ways to stress less. Stress reduction doesn't require a complete life overhaul. Small habits, practiced daily, can transform the way you handle challenges. Breathing. Deep, slow breathing tells your body you are safe. It lowers your heart rate, reduces cortisol, and clears your mind. Just a few minutes of intentional breathing can calm you down instantly. Movement. Exercise is one of the best stress relievers. It burns off excess stress hormones and releases endorphins that lift your mood. A walk outside can work wonders. Sleep. When you're rested, stress has less power over you. Prioritize good sleep and your body will be better equipped to handle challenges. Nature. Spending time outdoors reduces anxiety and improves well-being. The fresh air, the green trees, the sunlight, it all resets your nervous system. Gratitude. Stress focuses your mind on what's wrong. Gratitude shifts your focus to what's right. Writing down 3 things you're thankful for every day is a simple but powerful stress buster. Connection. Talking with a friend, hugging someone you love, or laughing with others can dissolve stress quickly. Humans are wired for connection, and it's one of the best medicines for a stressed out mind. The power of perspective. Many times, stress comes not from reality, but from the story we tell ourselves about reality. A traffic jam becomes a disaster in your head. A mistake at work becomes a career-ending failure in your imagination. The truth is, most of the things we stress about are either temporary or smaller than they feel. Ask yourself, will this matter in 5 years? If not, don't give it 5 minutes of your peace. Perspective is power. When you zoom out and see the bigger picture, stress loses its grip. Stress less to live more. When you stress less, you gain more than just peace of mind. You gain more time because you're not wasting hours worrying. You gain more energy because your body isn't drained by constant tension. You gain more joy because you're able to be present in the moment. Stress less, live more. It's not just a slogan. It's a way of life. Protecting your health. Reducing stress is one of the most powerful ways to protect your health. People who manage stress live longer, healthier lives. They have lower risks of chronic disease, better immune systems, and stronger hearts. They age more slowly, both inside and out. Stress shows up on your skin, your hair, your face. When you stress less, you not only feel younger, you look younger. Creating your stress-resilient life. To truly live more, you need to build a lifestyle that supports calmness. That means setting boundaries, saying no to things that drain you, taking breaks from technology, prioritizing self-care, creating routines that allow you to recharge. Stress is always knocking on your door. You don't have to let it move in. You can choose to create a life where peace is your default, not panic. Mind over stress. The mind is the battlefield where stress wins or loses. Training your mind to stay calm is like building a muscle. The more you practice, the stronger you get. Meditation, mindfulness, journaling, prayer. These are tools that help you build resilience. They teach your mind to slow down, focus, and let go of unnecessary worry. Your future self will thank you. Think about the person you'll be in 10 years. Do you want to be weighed down by years of worry with health problems caused by stress? Or do you want to be calm, joyful, and thriving? Every time you choose peace over panic, you're giving your future self a gift. You're protecting their body, their mind, and their happiness. A call to action. Starting today, make a decision to stress less and live more. When challenges come, and they will, pause. Take a breath. Ask yourself if this stress is worth your health and happiness. Most of the time, it isn't. Choose peace instead. Practice small daily habits that release stress. Move your body. Breathe deeply, rest well, spend time in nature, connect with people you love. Reframe problems with perspective and gratitude. Build a lifestyle that protects your calm. Life is too short to live it stressed. Don't let worry steal your moments. Stress less and you will live more joy, more freedom, more years filled with energy and love. That's the life you deserve, and it starts with your choice today. Chapter 4. Sleep deep, wake up younger. If food is the fuel for your body and movement, is the engine that keeps it running, then sleep is the reset button that makes sure everything works smoothly tomorrow. Without it, you can eat the cleanest diet, hit the gym 6 times a week, and meditate until your brain turns into Zen mode, but you'll still feel like a drained battery trying to run a marathon. Sleep isn't a luxury. It's the foundation of energy, health, and yes, longevity. If you want to wake up every morning feeling fresh, sharp, and younger than yesterday, you need to start taking your sleep seriously. Think about it. When you were a kid and you slept like a rock, you had endless energy. You could run, laugh, learn, and bounce back from anything. Fast forward to adulthood, and most of us act like sleep is some optional side dish we can skip whenever life gets busy. But the truth is, cutting sleep is like cutting years off your life. Deep, high-quality sleep is where your body repairs, your brain organizes, and your cells get the tune-up they desperately need. Without it, your future self pays the price. With it, you unlock the closest thing we have to a natural fountain of youth. So, how do you move from restless nights and groggy mornings to deep, powerful, youth-giving sleep? Let's break it down. Why sleep matters more than you think. Every time you close your eyes at night, your body kicks off an orchestra of repairs. Your brain clears out toxins, your muscles rebuild after the day's stress, and your immune system recharges like a superhero preparing for battle. When you shortchange sleep, You're essentially leaving the repair shop halfway through the job. Imagine taking your car in for maintenance and driving out while the mechanic still has half the engine in pieces. That's what happens to your body when you cut your sleep short. Studies have shown that poor sleep is linked to faster aging, weight gain, weakened immunity, higher risk of heart disease, diabetes, and even reduced brain function. On the other hand, people who consistently get quality sleep not only live longer, but they also live better. They have sharper minds, stronger bodies, and more resilient moods. In other words, sleep isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. Quality over quantity. Let's get one thing straight. It's not just about the hours you spend in bed. You could lie down for 10 hours and still wake up feeling like a zombie if your sleep quality is terrible. What matters most is deep sleep and REM sleep, the phases where your body and mind go through the real healing and restoration process. Deep sleep is where your body repairs tissues, strengthens your immune system, and releases growth hormones that literally make you younger on a cellular level. REM sleep is when your brain processes memories, consolidates learning, and sharpens your creativity. Miss out on either, and you're shortchanging your future self. How to create a sleep sanctuary. If you want to sleep deep, you need to treat your bedroom like a sanctuary, not a second office or entertainment hub. Too many people go to bed with their laptops, phones, and TVs glowing like mini suns, blasting their brains with light that screams, "Stay awake." Your sleep space should be a cave, dark, cool, and quiet. Keep it dark. Your brain produces melatonin, the hormone that signals sleep when it senses darkness. Even a little light from your phone charger can disrupt this. Invest in blackout curtains. Use a sleep mask if you need to, and ditch the glowing electronics. Keep it cool. Your body temperature naturally drops at night, signaling it's time to sleep. A cool room, around 18 to 20 degrees Celsius or 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, helps this process. Keep it quiet. Noise can fragment your sleep without you even realizing it. If you live in a noisy area, consider earplugs, white noise machines, or calming background sounds. Your bedroom should tell your brain one thing and one thing only. This is where we rest and recharge. The power of routine. Humans thrive on rhythm, and your body is no different. Your internal clock or circadian rhythm controls when you feel alert and when you feel sleepy. But here's the problem. Most of us confuse that clock by going to bed at wildly different times, scrolling on our phones under bright blue light, and then expecting to fall asleep instantly when we finally close our eyes. The secret? Consistency. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. This consistency trains your body to know exactly when it's time to shut down and when it's time to power up. Combine this with a relaxing pre-sleep ritual like reading a book, stretching, or journaling, and you'll start to drift off faster and sleep deeper. Cut the sleep killers. There are some habits that sabotage your sleep no matter how great your intentions are. If you want to wake up younger, these are the things to cut back on. Caffeine late in the day. That 4 p.m. coffee might seem harmless, but caffeine can stick around in your system for up to 8 hours, keeping your brain wired. Heavy meals before bed. Digestion takes energy, and a big, late dinner keeps your body busy when it should be resting. Alcohol. Sure, a glass of wine might knock you out, but alcohol disrupts deep sleep and leaves you waking up groggy. Screen time. The blue light from phones, tablets, and TVs tricks your brain into thinking it's daytime. That's why you feel wired after doom scrolling in bed. Replace these with calming activities, herbal tea, light stretching, meditation, or reading, and watch how much better you feel in the morning. Sleep and longevity. Here's the big truth. Sleep is not wasted time. Every hour you spend in deep rest is an investment in your future. People who prioritize sleep consistently show slower aging, better memory, and stronger bodies. In fact, some longevity experts argue that sleep is just as important as diet and exercise for living a longer life. Think of it as your body's free, built-in anti-aging system. You don't need expensive supplements, complicated gadgets, or miracle cures. What you need is respect for the process of rest. Sleep is nature's most powerful medicine, and it's already waiting for you every night. Wake up younger. Have you ever had one of those nights where you slept so deeply that you woke up feeling like a brand new person? Your eyes are clearer, your skin looks brighter, your mood is lighter, and your brain feels sharper. That's not an accident. That's what true rest does for you. Imagine if you could wake up like that most mornings. Imagine the energy, the focus, and the joy you'd carry into your day. That's what happens when you stop treating sleep as optional and start treating it as essential. So, here's your challenge. Tonight, commit to building your sleep sanctuary. Set a bedtime, shut down the screens, dim the lights, and let your body do the work it's designed to do. Tomorrow, notice how much better you feel. Multiply that by weeks, months, and years, and you'll not only extend your life, you'll enhance the quality of every single day you live. Final word. Sleep deep, wake up younger. It's not just a catchy phrase. It's a blueprint for a stronger, healthier, longer life. The energy you're craving, the focus you're missing, the calm you need, it all starts in the bedroom. So, honor your body's need for rest. Don't just dream of a better tomorrow, sleep your way into it. Chapter 5. Build strong connections, stay forever young. Human beings are not meant to live in isolation. From the moment we are born, we rely on connections with others to survive, grow, and thrive. Relationships aren't just a source of happiness, they're a critical factor in longevity and health. Strong social bonds can add years to your life, improve your immune system, and keep your mind sharp well into old age. On the other hand, loneliness and isolation accelerate aging, increase stress, and even shorten your lifespan. The science is clear. To stay forever young, you must invest in your relationships and build strong connections. Let's face it, life is better together. A laugh shared with a friend, a hug from a loved one, a conversation that makes you think or feel deeply. These are not just moments of joy, they are life-extending behaviors. Every positive connection you cultivate strengthens your brain, your heart, and your resilience. This is not optional. If you want to live longer and live fully, you need people in your corner. Why connections matter? Studies show that people with strong social networks live longer than those who are isolated. One landmark study found that having meaningful relationships increases your lifespan more than quitting smoking. That's not a small difference, that's life-changing. Connections reduce stress, lower blood pressure, boost immunity, and protect against depression and anxiety. When you surround yourself with supportive, positive people, your body literally performs better. Humans are wired for relationships. Our brains release oxytocin, the bonding hormone, when we interact positively with others. Oxytocin reduces stress, improves heart health, and even promotes faster healing. Every time you nurture a relationship, your body responds with biochemical signals that slow aging and keep you healthier longer. The dangers of loneliness. Loneliness is not just an emotional state, it's a health risk. Chronic isolation increases inflammation in the body, weakens the immune system, and accelerates cognitive decline. Loneliness can be as damaging as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Think about that for a moment. If you want to stay young, vibrant, and energetic, isolating yourself is the last thing you want to do. This is why building strong connections is not a luxury. It's a survival strategy. It's how humans were meant to thrive. Those who surround themselves with meaningful relationships experience less stress, more joy, and better overall health. Quality over quantity. Building connections isn't about collecting as many contacts as possible. It's not about the number of likes on social media or the number of people in your circle. What matters is depth, not breadth. One genuine friendship, one meaningful conversation, one person who truly understands and supports you is worth more than hundreds of casual acquaintances. Invest your time and energy in people who lift you up, challenge you, and inspire you to be your best self. Let go of toxic relationships that drain you, cause stress, or make you feel small. Your time and energy are precious. They should be spent with people who help you thrive. How to build strong connections. Building strong relationships requires effort, intention, and authenticity. Here are practical ways to create connections that matter. Listen actively. Pay attention when people speak. Show genuine interest. Ask questions. Don't just wait for your turn to talk. Be vulnerable. Share your thoughts, fears, and dreams. Vulnerability builds trust and intimacy. People connect deeply when you show your true self. Offer support. Be there for others in their struggles. Acts of kindness and empathy strengthen bonds and create lasting loyalty. Celebrate together. Share victories, no matter how small. Joy multiplies when experienced together. Consistency matters. Relationships grow with regular contact. A quick message, a phone call, or spending time together regularly reinforces connection. The role of community. Connections extend beyond friends and family. Being part of a community, a team, a club, a volunteering group, gives your life purpose and belonging. Humans thrive when they feel they belong. Community provides support during tough times, opportunities for growth, and a network of people who care about your well-being. Volunteering and helping others not only strengthens your community, but also releases endorphins and oxytocin in your brain, reducing stress and boosting your mood. Giving and receiving are both essential to staying young at heart and in body. Relationships and mental health. Strong connections are a powerful shield against mental health issues. Depression, anxiety, and chronic stress are less common in people with supportive social networks. Why? Because humans are designed to face life's challenges together. Talking about problems, seeking advice, and sharing burdens makes them lighter. A supportive friend can help you see solutions you might miss when you try to face challenges alone. Connection also combats loneliness, which is a known risk factor for cognitive decline and dementia. Regular social interaction keeps your brain active, engaged, and sharp, even into old age. The mental stimulation from conversations, debates, and shared activities strengthens neural pathways, helping you stay mentally young. Love and longevity. Romantic relationships, when healthy and supportive, also contribute to a longer life. People in loving partnerships experience lower stress, better heart health, and improved immune function. Physical touch, emotional support, and shared experiences all release chemicals that protect the body and mind. But it's not just about romantic love. Friendship, family bonds, and mentorships all have similar effects. Love in its many forms is medicine for your body and soul. Overcoming barriers. Many people struggle to build or maintain relationships due to fear, past trauma, or a busy lifestyle. But connection is not something you should leave to chance. It requires intentional action. Start small. Reach out to an old friend. Join a local group or online community with shared interests. Schedule regular time with family. Be open to meeting new people. Even small steps accumulate into deep, meaningful relationships that enrich your life. Digital connections versus real-life connections. Social media can be both a blessing and a curse. It can help you maintain relationships, but it can't replace face-to-face interaction. Physical presence, shared experiences, and emotional closeness are what truly make a connection strong. Texts and likes are fine, but nothing beats a genuine conversation, a hug, or a shared laugh in real life. Make time for real human interaction every day. Connection as motivation. Strong relationships are not just comforting, they're motivating. When people care about you, you want to be your best self. You take better care of your health, pursue your goals, and make choices that honor your life. Connection fuels purpose. It pushes you to grow, thrive, and live fully. Fun and joy and relationships. Never underestimate the power of fun. Laughter is a natural stress reliever. Shared experiences, adventures, games, and playful moments bond people and release feel-good chemicals that rejuvenate the body and mind. Joy is contagious, and the more you share it, the younger you feel. The longevity secret. If you want to stay young, your focus should not be on anti-aging creams or fad diets alone. It should be on the quality of your relationships. People with strong social connections experience lower stress, better sleep, higher energy, and improved mental clarity, all key ingredients for longevity. Relationships are your real fountain of youth. A call to action. Starting today, invest in the people who matter. Reach out to a friend, schedule a call with a family member, join a new group, or simply smile at someone. Small acts of connection compound into strong bonds that will support you for life. Be intentional, be present, and be authentic. The effort you put into your relationships is directly tied to the life you will lead longer, healthier, and filled with energy and joy. Your connections are not just social, they are life-giving. They are the threads that weave a vibrant, resilient, and youthful existence. Build them, nurture them, and you will not just live longer, you will live better. Stay connected, stay happy, and stay forever young. Chapter 6. Find purpose, add years with meaning. What's the secret to a long, fulfilling life? It's not just about eating healthy, exercising, sleeping well, or reducing stress, although all of those matter. The real magic lies in finding purpose. Purpose is the reason you get out of bed in the morning. It's the fire in your heart, the fuel for your actions, the direction for your energy. Without purpose, life can feel empty, repetitive, and meaningless. But with purpose, every day becomes an opportunity. Every challenge becomes a stepping stone. Every year becomes a gift you're eager to unwrap. Purpose doesn't just make life feel better, it makes life longer. Studies have shown that people who have a strong sense of purpose live longer, healthier lives than those who drift without direction. Purpose gives you a reason to care for yourself, to stay active, to stay connected. It gives you resilience when life gets hard and joy when life flows easily. If you want not just more years, but more meaningful years, you must discover your purpose. Why purpose extends life. Purpose acts like a compass. Without it, you're wandering aimlessly. With it, you know where you're going and why you're moving. That sense of direction reduces stress and increases motivation. Purpose activates parts of the brain that keep you alert, creative, and resilient. From a health perspective, people with purpose are less likely to suffer from depression, heart disease, or cognitive decline. They engage in healthier habits, bounce back from setbacks faster, and maintain stronger social connections. Purpose literally rewires your body for longevity. It tells your cells, we have work to do, we have goals to reach, we are not done yet. The cost of a life without purpose. Living without purpose feels like driving with no destination. You move, but you don't arrive anywhere. Days blur into weeks, weeks into years, and suddenly you wonder where your life went. Without purpose, motivation fades, health declines, and even joy feels out of reach. Worse still, lack of purpose accelerates aging. People who feel they have no reason to live often suffer higher levels of stress hormones, weaker immune systems, and increased risks of chronic illness. It's as if the body listens to the mind's message. There's no point. Without purpose, you don't just live less, you live shorter. Purpose is personal. Your purpose doesn't have to look like anyone else's. It doesn't need to be grand or world-changing. It only needs to matter to you. Purpose might be raising your children, building a business, teaching others, writing, creating art, or helping your community. It could be as simple as being the kind of friend who always brings light into people's lives. Purpose isn't about ego, it's about meaning. It's about finding what makes your life feel valuable, what makes you proud, what gives you energy even on hard days. How to discover your purpose. If you feel uncertain about your purpose, don't worry. Purpose is not a one-time discovery. It's a journey. It evolves as you grow. Here are some ways to uncover and strengthen your purpose. Ask what excites you. Pay attention to the activities that make you lose track of time. These are clues to your passions. Look at your strengths. Your natural talents often point toward your purpose. What do people thank you for? What comes easily to you? Notice what bothers you. Sometimes purpose comes from pain. What injustice or problem do you feel compelled to fix? What breaks your heart enough that you want to do something about it? Think about legacy. If you were to look back at your life at 80 or 90 years old, what would you want to say you stood for? What impact would you want to leave behind? Experiment. Purpose is not always found in thinking, it's discovered in doing. Try new experiences, volunteer, create, explore. Purpose often reveals itself through action. The role of passion. Purpose and passion often go hand in hand. Passion is the energy that fuels purpose. Passion makes hard work feel easier and gives you the drive to keep going when things get tough. Without passion, purpose feels heavy. With passion, purpose feels natural. Think about the people who seem ageless. Their eyes sparkle. Their energy feels contagious. More often than not, they are driven by passion. They love what they do, and that love keeps them young. Meaning in the everyday. Purpose doesn't only live in big achievements. It lives in the everyday moments too. You can find purpose in cooking a healthy meal for your family, mentoring a younger colleague, planting a tree, or writing a note of encouragement to a friend. When you live with purpose, every small act becomes meaningful. Your day-to-day life transforms into a tapestry of valuable contributions. Purpose turns routine into legacy. Purpose protects against aging. People with purpose don't just live longer, they live younger. Their brains stay sharper, their bodies stronger, their immune systems more resilient. Purpose provides a reason for the body to keep fighting, for the mind to keep learning, for the spirit to keep shining. Think of purpose as a natural anti-aging agent. It gives you energy in the morning, satisfaction at night, and resilience during challenges. It protects your heart, strengthens your immune system, and even lengthens your telomeres, the protective caps on your DNA that determine how long your cells live. Purpose, quite literally, keeps you biologically younger. Sharing your purpose. One of the most powerful ways to amplify purpose is to share it. When you use your purpose to help others, the benefits multiply. Teaching, mentoring, guiding, or simply inspiring others with your actions spreads your impact beyond yourself. Purpose is contagious. When people see you living with meaning, they feel inspired to find their own. By living your purpose, you not only add years to your life, you add meaning to the lives of others. Overcoming obstacles. Life will always throw challenges at you. Stress, setbacks, failures, they're inevitable. But purpose is what carries you through. It gives you the strength to keep going when quitting feels easier. It gives you hope when the future looks uncertain. When you know your why, you can endure almost anyhow. Purpose transforms obstacles into opportunities. Instead of breaking you, challenges shape you. Purpose and joy. Living with purpose doesn't mean life is always easy, but it does mean life is always meaningful. Even on tough days, you know why you're doing what you're doing. That sense of meaning creates joy. Joy doesn't always come from comfort. It often comes from knowing that your actions matter. Purpose gives you the joy of contribution, the joy of progress, the joy of making a difference. And joy is one of the most powerful medicines for a long life. Your purpose evolves. Don't think of purpose as a single fixed goal. Your purpose will grow and change with you. The purpose you had in your 20s may not be the same in your 50s. And that's okay. Life is dynamic, and so is purpose. What matters is not that you stick to one path forever, but that you keep seeking meaning in every season of your life. Living with purpose daily. Purpose isn't just a big vision, it's a daily practice. Every morning, remind yourself of your why. Set intentions that align with your purpose. Every evening, reflect on how you lived in alignment with it. Purpose becomes real when it moves from an idea to a habit. Create rituals that keep your purpose alive. Journaling, meditation, gratitude, or vision boards can help you stay connected to what matters most. The more consistent you are, the more purpose-driven your life becomes. A call to action. If you want to add years to your life, fill those years with meaning. Find your purpose, nurture it, and let it guide you. Don't wait for life to hand you meaning, create it. Decide today that your life is valuable, that your actions matter, that your story will leave an impact. Your purpose is the ultimate fuel for longevity. It keeps your heart beating, your mind sharp, and your spirit alive. Without purpose, life is just existing. With purpose, life becomes extraordinary. So ask yourself right now, what gives my life meaning? What makes me feel alive? What impact do I want to leave? Then take a step, any step, toward living that answer. The years you gain from living with purpose will not just be longer. They will be richer, fuller, and brighter. Find your purpose, and you will add not only years to your life, but life to your years. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave your comments. If you'd like, you can also support me through the link in the description. This really helps me create more content for you. Thank you.